God is doing something new here in Israel. Just as he promised, after bringing the Jewish people back to Israel, he's beginning to soften their hearts to the gospel. People who were blinded for so long by lies and distortions from recognizing their own Messiah are beginning to see Yeshua, Jesus, for who he really is.
We at Tree of Life Ministries have been sharing the gospel through the media and on the streets, and we have seen God doing incredible things. One of our videos is about Isaiah 53, a prophecy about the Messiah who would suffer and die for our sin and rise from the dead, has reached over 8 million views so far.
We've had thousands of Israelis contacting us from all different backgrounds, some of them objecting strongly, but many of them genuinely open to Yeshua and even asking for New Testaments.
We meet personally with those who are seeking the truth and connect them with the congregation across the country. Some have already come to faith, and we are following up with many more.
For example, one man in Haifa, when he saw one of our videos, got down on his knees and repented and gave his life to Yeshua. Since then, he's led his son to faith, and his son led a former rabbi's son to faith in Yeshua.
We have been praying for God to send more laborers into the harvest, and by God's grace now we have on our team
a journalist who worked for Israel's most prestigious newspaper and its most watched news channel, a videographer who was working for secular TV and left it all to serve in ministry, an editor and motion graphic designer who's worked with several advertising agencies in Tel Aviv, and a youth pastor and multi-talented co-producer.
This harvest is not just happening online, but also on the streets. We are equipping Israeli believers in effective evangelism, and then going as one new man, Jews and Arabs, together out on the streets to share the gospel, to show God's love practically, and to pray for the sick.
Some of the people we met at these outreaches have given their lives to Yeshua and are now in discipleship programs in local congregations.
Yeshua said that he will not return until his people Israel will say, Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, welcome in the name of the Lord.
We invite you to be a part of what God is doing here in Israel, to partner with us in bringing in this great harvest, preparing the way for the return of the Lord.